what we do at Tougher Minds, we're experts in learning and how people change. And many years ago, maybe 20 years ago, we thought the brain was, up until about 20 years ago, we thought the brain was fixed. It didn't change after a certain period of time. And then we got this technology called functional MRI scanners, and they show that the brain is changing all the time. So it struck me that Big Picture is a way to help people learn more about their roles and responsibilities within the organisation. And the way that you've set that out makes it easier for that process to happen.
Yeah.
Because you engage physical activity, you have what we call more of a functionally equivalent setup, so it's more engaging for the brain, and it really helps people to learn more about their roles, what's expected, helps them to feel more engaged, more empowered. So we understand the way that the brain works and wires. So we have about 100 billion neurons in the brain, and they are growing and shrinking all the time.
Yeah.
And our brain changes in accordance with what we practice. And there's a law called Hebb's law that says that your brain changes in accordance with practicing in the way that you're actually going to have to implement these ideas in real life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So if I just imagine hitting a golf ball, for example, or I actually grab a golf club and I hit a golf ball, and I'm going to get a lot more functional equivalence, optimal learning in my brain than just imagining it. So in a way, Big Picture is more towards the continuum of hitting the golf ball than just thinking about it.
Nice.
Yeah, so our ability to remember things is very limited. We can only hold maybe 5 to 7 chunks of information in our brain at one time, about the length of an old phone number. And we can do that for about maybe 5 to 7 chunks of information for about 20 to 30 seconds.
Nice.
And if we don't use that information within 20 to 30 seconds, your brain dumps it. So, you know, a standard idea of learning, sitting in a classroom, just listening to what someone's saying. So again, the way that why Big Picture is powerful is because you've got much more engagement going on the tools that you've generated, so it's easier to remember and to learn, and it's a much more functionally equivalent experience. Yeah, so ultimately what we've started to understand is that at least 98% of what we're doing is a habit. So the way that I'm talking right now is pretty much a habit. The way that you judged me when you first saw me today, you did it in about 4 seconds, that's pretty much a habit. So most of what we're doing is a habit. And if we want to be healthier, happier, our best more often, it's going to be really helpful if we can learn how to build new habits. So in the talk on the 20th of February at Nexus in Leeds University, we're going to talk very explicitly how habits work and how we can start to build new habits that are going to make it easier for us to be healthy, happy, and are at our best more often. It's a free event. We'd really encourage people to come along with their teams, because doing this together is going to help you to have a really good conversation afterwards, and just allow you to dip your toe in the water and to understand, well, actually, my organisation, my teams, myself, we are all running on habits, and if we can understand them better and learn how to build ones that are more efficient and effective for our goals, life is going to get a lot easier.